IVM.
Namaskar, my name is Ashish Vidyarthi, and good to see you here, dear friend, on Begin the Journey. Nazare hati, durghatna ghati. In Hindi, it means you lose your concentration and pop, there is an accident. Have you ever wondered that do accidents only happen if you lose your concentration? Accidents, dear friend, are accidents. The other day, I was in Dharampur, which is in Himachal, and I was actually shooting something, and I was chatting with somebody. And as we are walking a narrow path in the hills, I missed a step, and I fell down. I fell down and I hurt myself. I promise you, I was shooting that moment, so I caught my moment of fall. It wasn't very pleasant. In fact, the person who was there with me, he said, "I'm so embarrassed." I said, "Even I am. But what can I do, my friend? I have fallen. And if I have fallen and if I am embarrassed, I'll feel doubly bad." So I started smiling. Smiling is what I do when I take a fall. Because in any case, that fall has hurt me. If I become grim, if I become conscious of it, that pain only multiplies. I have realized that in my life, metaphorically or otherwise, I do take falls. Yes, I do take falls. I have realized metaphorically or otherwise, I do take falls in life. If I keep getting embarrassed by each fall and say, "Oh, Ashish, how can you be so foolish? How can you be so stupid? You should not have fallen," then I will always walk afraid of falling. Each day, as I try out to do new things, try out to do new efforts, even do things which are seemingly stupid, I am mindful, I am careful, but I know that I may fall, I may trip. But listen, dear friend, what is life if you have just made sure that you will never trip, never fall? You'll probably have a few more stories of you not falling, but you probably have missed that point of view you get when you fall. I promise you one thing. Fall is not a comfortable place to be in. But I've learned a lot during my falls and after my falls. I've also learned that when I can walk not afraid of falling, I can really tread into territories which I have never tread before. At the age of 55, I am continually trying new things with my life. So even as I am acting across languages and in this period of lockdown when I had not stepped out for 6 months, I am out working, being mindful of the COVID, but yet going out and working and generating work and creating opportunities, not just as an actor, but as a speaker. Not just as a speaker and not just as an actor in Hindi and languages which are there in India, but actually looking out for opportunities around the world. Can I trip? Can I fall in that effort of mine? Yes, I can. Do you know, if I fall, a lot of people may laugh at me. Ashish, trying again, trying to do new things. Who cares, my friend? It's my life. And yes, I will fall. And if I fall, I will hurt a bit, but I will not stop. I'm inviting you, dear friend. Don't be afraid of the fall. Be mindful, but don't hit yourself too much. If you do, take care of your bones. But remember, in falling, you would have tread territories which were daring for you. Keep daring yourself. Keep doing things beyond what you ever thought you could. I promise you, the fall will be great. And the getting up, a little painful, but I promise you, you'll really love it. Al Shukran Bandhu, Al Shukran Zindagi. Thank you for striding with me, unafraid to fall, on Begin the Journey. Cheers. Would love to hear your thoughts.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Another fun week in the books last week, and I think you guys should definitely check out some of the shows that we did. So first, let me tell you about Cock and Bull. We did 2 Cock and Bulls on Cyrus Says last week, which is, I don't think we've ever done before. But there was just so much to talk about, and it was fun. The first one was just on Trish, myself, and Cyrus. The second one, we had Abhijit Ganguly on, and that was a great episode. Do check that out. Check out Know Your Kanun as well. It's been a while since I spoke about that show, but Amber's been doing a great job on it. This week he spoke to Naina Sharma, a Canadian lawyer, about the ways that you do business in Canada and the challenges that presents. Definitely very interesting stuff. Do check that out. The guys at Naan Curry are doing some really, really fun stuff. Do check out their latest episode. They talk about roti, the simple bread, but it's got some complications to it. Let them tell you about what they are. Do check that out. Also, do definitely check out the Wire Talks with Siddharth Bhatia. He's been killing it, man. It's just a new show, but what great conversations. This week, he had Siddharth Singh on to talk about pollution. Do check that out. And you know what, guys? The best news of all, Simplified is back. They've been back for a few weeks and I haven't called them out before, but remember that they're back and do check them out. This week, they talk about, does censorship make sense? Knowing the guys, I think I know the answer to that, but you should go check that out. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
Remember the last vacation you took? What about the one you took 3 years ago? Okay, how much do you really remember? It's a question I've asked myself often over a decade of traveling the world. Hey, I'm Utsav, and I do not travel the world for a living. I have a full-time job and responsibilities, but I have made traveling the world a priority. Priority enough that I negotiate extra leave in my job contracts, obsessively track my frequent flyer miles, and I'm willing to take off at the sight of a cheap ticket. Yes, I am cheap. I have lived and worked in 3 countries. I understand human behavior for a living. And these experiences have given me unique insights into places, people, and culture. With over a decade of travel behind me, I increasingly realized one thing, that we cannot see everything. So whatever we see, we must see deeply. Because as the film of memory decays, the imprints which will stand the test of time are the ones felt by the immersion of the senses, not by fleeting encounters with them. Postcards from Nowhere is an immersion into the world of slow travel, one story at a time. Tune in every Thursday on the IVM Podcasts app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts from.